And the music stops abruptly because it is Creator Breakfast. Welcome to the very first edition of Creator Breakfast Live. My name is Doug from the Doug Hewson YouTube channel, which you'd already know because you're on the channel right now. So how is everybody? Welcome back. It's been a while since I have live streamed at this time slot. Last year, what did we do? Last year we had the Wake Up Show. We did trivia and things like that. But this show is a different show. This is Creator Breakfast Live, and today's stream is like it's like a prequel. It's like the first episode where we explain to you what Creator Breakfast Live is. But first, before we do anything, we like to shout people out. It's something that we do no matter what the live stream. We're shouting people out in the chat and highlighting you and saying thank you for being here. So let's hit the chat right now. I'm going to scroll right to the top of what I got. This is all. We're going to start with the pre-stream people who pop by before the stream. So here we go. Who do we have? Cats was the very first one. Cats does YT says, "What's this?" Just after I posted the stream and the schedule, we had it's Golden Crazy came past as well. Divyesh came past with a very cryptic message there. What is Creator Breakfast.exe? And also Lily Tree came past pre-stream as well. Oh, look, I did too. Talking about pancakes. Thank you, Lily Tree. Gerhard came past. Why not go live now? Well, we're here now. And Gerhard didn't know how I got on his feed, but hey, thank you, YouTube. And Urban Explorer says he's back, and I think we're getting into where the stream started any second here. In the Garden and the Blessings is here. XD Ghoul is in the house, and It's Golden Crazy is here live this time, not just pre-stream. Who else we got? We got Sweeney Dunstan and Lily Tree loves the countdown to breakfast, I think. How was the music? How's the music selection there? The new song at the start there, and then the old Wake Up Show intro song as well there to start. We got Beanie Draw says it's a bit early for breakfast. Indeed. I'll let you in on a little secret. It's 11 p.m. where I am, but in some part of the world, someone's having breakfast. Hence the name Creator Breakfast. A little bit more about that in a few minutes. Let's keep shouting people out until we get through the list. Who else is in here? Ryan Raymond is here, saying hi, everyone. Hello. And I think I've covered everyone. If I have not covered you, say, hey, you missed me. Put that in chat right now. Say, hey, you missed me if I missed you. Let me know. Let me tell you what's going on here, first of all. As you can see right here, Creator Breakfast Live is the name of the show. So what we're going to talk about is creator-related stuff, particularly if you're a YouTuber. But if you're a creator in other realms, we're going to talk about that stuff as well. We're going to cover the week that was in creator news, whatever might happen to have come up during the week. So we've got a few topics to talk about today. We'll highlight and look at some of the information that we've got. Maybe have a slightly deep dive if we need to, if it's an important subject. If not, we'll just go through and mention it. Christina Smallhorn in the house. Look at that. People coming in. How is it? How is everybody's 8 a.m. Eastern? If you're in the US on the East Coast and you're on Eastern time, it is 8 a.m. If you're other parts of the world, it might be evening. It might be lunchtime. That's how it works. That's how time zones work. Who says, oh, we're not talking about breakfast. Well, make sure that when you join each week, that you have some sort of beverage. Like I've just got water, but if you want to have a morning coffee or a tea or a juice, whatever you want to bring it along. Make sure you got it sitting next to you. If you want to eat your bacon and eggs or your bowl of cereal, you can do that as well. Breakfast is a BYO on Creator Breakfast. That's how it goes. All right. Puppy Agario says Streamlabs not working. Not sure what that means. Streamlabs not working. Let me know what that means, because I've got some widgets for Streamlabs in the background, but yeah, they might need a little. Sometimes Streamlabs needs a little kick in the rear end. So I will check that real quick before we continue. So don't you worry. Yeah, because we do have a couple of things. You're probably mentioning that because you did see the stream boss up in the top corner, and I'll explain what that is in just a second. So let me just find my... I've lost my Streamlabs. It always happens. Well, yeah. I'm losing everything now. I was nearly there. I nearly had it, nearly clicked on it, and then it disappeared. There we go. I just got to bring up my lousy dashboard. Log in. So I haven't even logged into Streamlabs. I just thought all the widgets should just work, you know. That's what I reckon. The widgets should just work. Let's talk about Streamlabs. Anybody here use Streamlabs Mobile? You know, I've done a few videos. If you've been on my channel for a while, I've done Streamlabs mobile videos. I think I've done about 5 or 6 videos on that to date so far. And of course, a lot of people use Streamlabs OBS. People use the Streamlabs website to do stuff. Let's have a look at the widgets. But I'll minimize that. Back to the chat. Back to the chat. No additional information from Puppy there. Puppy Agario. I'm probably butchering that name, sorry. Let's get back to the chat real quick. Streamlabs is a failed program. Streamlabs, I think you're particularly talking about the OBS variety. Today, Neil, you'll be pleased, I'm streaming with Ecamm. Ecamm. Who else we got here? Divyesh is here. It's 6:33 p.m. here. I have a question. Why does India have a time zone 30 minutes apart from other countries near it, which are like 1 hour apart from their neighbouring countries? That's a question for the Indian government, who probably set the time zones. But I do know. I actually have a friend who lives somewhere up near New Delhi somewhere. I don't know where exactly, but yeah, I know that he's on the half hour when we're on the hour here. So that happens as well. But we have some states in Australia that are on the half hour, like South Australia is a half hour ahead of us, even though it's forward around the world, because they're on daylight savings and we're not, but they're only like a half hour behind, say, Sydney, New South Wales, Victoria. So we got some weird time zone things going on as well. So that's my best answer for that question. I'm no time zone expert. Let's see what else is happening. Hey, this is all content-related questions. So, hey, the part of the show is Q&A, so you can ask content creation-related questions till the cows come home, all stream, every stream. That's part of what it is. And Urban Explorer says, Slobs was great when it came out, but it has become a creator's pain, hence why I switched to Ecamm. Yeah, I have some issues with Streamlabs on some other things apart from OBS. Well, they've updated Ecamm, so now when I click on a comment, it fades away after a certain period of time. That's new. That is new. I need to check that in the preferences. I probably don't want it to fade out so quick. Where is that in the settings? Fade out when finished? No. Why do they make these changes? Don't tell me. I should pay more attention. I got to pay more attention in the Ecamm Facebook groups. Oh, where is the setting for that? Doesn't matter. I'll find it after the stream. The comments will come up. They'll fade away by themselves after a period of time. That is cool. Shelby's Corner's in the house. We've got a few mods in here now as well, so that's good to see. XD Girl says, Doug, thanks for the moderator advice. Not a problem. Not a problem. I've got those a couple of videos. I think I've got about 3 videos all up on YouTube moderation on my channel. They're getting a bit old now, a couple of years old now. And you're a moderator on a stream. That's really good to hear. It's good to hear that someone's trusted you with the moderation tools of YouTube. That's always good. All right. That comment shall fade away. Look, yeah, it just faded away. Look at that. It just fades away. Something new. All right, what's Creator Breakfast? Okay, first thing, it's all about creators, content creation. So the first premise is Q&A at all times. So you can drop questions about content creation, YouTube, whatever you want, in the chat at any time, and we'll endeavor to answer those. If I know the answer, I'll say right now, I don't know the answer to everything. I'm not all-knowing. So if I know the answer, I will help you out. So here we go. We're going to be adding some segments along the way, but we're going to do a couple of segments and let you know sort of what the vibe is on this. We're going to do a new segment where we go through some news articles on YouTube or other content creation related articles that might be newsworthy in the news, maybe from the past week, or if we don't stream like for a couple of weeks in the last couple of weeks. So we're going to do that. We're also going to be doing some promotion. We're going to promote other live streams, and these live streams are going to be particularly in that content creation niche. So if you do a live stream, say that is all about content creation, or you're in YouTube help, or you get creators together to discuss creator related topics. Maybe you're doing a live stream on editing, or a live stream on a particular app that is used for content creation, whether it's podcasting or live streaming, editing, stuff for Twitter, Facebook, Instagram, whatever it might be. Then I'm going to have a link. I don't have the link ready this week, but you could contact me. I'm probably going to have people send me a DM on Twitter. Make sure to follow me on Twitter. Contact me. So if you have a stream coming up in the coming week, I want to promote it on my stream here on Saturday mornings. So what I need to know is before my stream, like well before my stream, like a day before or a few days before, let me know the stream, where people can find it, and when it's on. So you can do that. You can send that to me by Twitter. I want to get that by Twitter. I want to have it in one location. Twitter is easy. Even if you mention me on, say, your promotion tweet or something like that, you just at me on that tweet so I can see it, and I'll know that you want me to include it. So if that's the first segment, let's check out what that could look like. Let's look at what that segment could be. I really need a segment intro music, don't I? Let's just use the old school drum roll. Drum roll, please. We're going to go to the next segment. And it's called the live stream rundown. What we're going to do is go through all the live streams that are coming up in the next few days, or up to a week, from now, Saturday morning, until next Friday. Simple as that. So we've got a couple to go through today that I just added myself, but now I'm asking people to send me their information live streams. I don't know about every live stream that's out there, so I need people to let me know if that's your live stream. Send those links and things to me. But this is sort of how it's going to work. So the first stream I'm going to mention is probably going to be an obvious one, and it's coming up today at 9 a.m. Eastern. Gee, that's getting close, isn't it? That's only about 45 minutes from now. So Saturday at 9 a.m. Eastern. And whose live stream is it? I wonder whose it could be. Well, it's Niman Live with Nick and D Niman. So make sure that you, straight after this stream, jump off my stream and head on over to Niman Live. That is on Nick Niman's YouTube channel. We'll probably update this graphic next week with maybe some extra information, and we might even have some links ready to drop in the chat as well. Actually, I might have a link for that one. Do I have a link for Niman Live? I do. Let's see if this still works. Hopefully the link still works. Hopefully, there it is. There we go. We have a link dropped there in the chat. Niman Live is coming up. It's being hosted by Nick and Dee Niman, the brothers from the same mother, coming up. So this is the sort of thing we're going to do. We're going to include other channels as they come on board for this. This is at no cost. I'm not charging people for this. I just want to promote good content creation content, particularly live streams in this case. The other one I'd like to promote is coming up tomorrow morning, Sunday morning. I don't know the exact start time because it can vary, but stay tuned Sunday morning. When I say Sunday morning, I'm talking US time. Sunday morning US time. So in about 24, 25, 26 hours from now, we have the one and only D Niman and his mobile creators live stream. That is also coming up this week. And you can see how this is going to work. We're going to have this page full. We're probably going to have pages of live streams to promote. So as people come on board, make sure you spread the word. Spread the word. Let people know that they can send me their live stream information for the coming week, and I will promote it on this broadcast. So this is sort of how live stream rundown is going to work, but we'll have a lot more to run down than 2 live streams. We're going to have a whole bunch of live streams. I could have pretty much guaranteed that next Friday night would be Friday Night Vibe, and I'd promote that as well. Even though it's tech related, he gets on a lot of content creators, and they talk about YouTube and a lot of content creator stuff later in the streams. So that quite often can become a creator-based stream. I could have added, if I know it's coming up, something like Creator Chaos that comes up midweek, and included that information there. So as those come in to me on Twitter from next week onwards, we'll start adding those streams. So that is sort of how live stream rundown is going to work. I'm going to hit the chat right now. I'm going to go back to the main screen. All right, here we are. We're back. Back in full force. Let's see what's happening in the chat here. Did I miss anything important here? I was sort of glancing at the chat, but I wasn't seeing everything here. Here we go. Here we go. What have I missed? I missed Firespin 2:3 says hello, welcome to the stream. Hope I pronounced that right. Firespin 2:3. Here we go. Sweeney Dunstan had some sort of autocorrect going now. I missed the comment anyway, so that's all fine. XD Ghoul is going to attempt to make a video. It's always good to be making those videos, get those videos up, get them on YouTube, and keep them coming. So make sure anytime you've got a question, drop it in the chat, anytime during the show. And we're going to be looking at some of our news segments shortly. Usually this show's going to be about an hour long because quite often we're going to be on right before Niman Live. As you can tell from our segment just now, we looked at that. Niman Live is coming up usually around 9 a.m. Eastern most Saturdays. So if Niman Live's on, we're short 1 hour, succinct, and then we're going from there. Any week that Niman Live's not on, I know I'm going on, I'll just maybe go an extra half an hour just to keep it a little bit longer and get a lot more information, answer a few more questions. So, yeah, make sure you keep those questions coming. We'll probably have some questions about some of the topics we look at in the news segment in a few minutes. So, if you have any questions then that's all good. Now, I did mention earlier, and we did talk about the Stream Boss. This is a Stream Boss. I'm currently the Stream Boss. But anytime you super chat or subscribe to my channel, do things like that, it actually whittles down whoever's the Stream Boss. And it slowly goes down to 0. Once it hits 0, whoever makes it hit 0, it resets. Boom. And you're now on my screen as the Stream Boss. So that's how that works. So you can influence that by, at the moment, I think it's just by subscribing or super chatting. Or donating via my Streamlabs link, which I'm not sure if there's a Streamlabs link in this description. Let me have a look. I actually got a new thing, which is called Buy My Coffee, which I just started last week, I think. In the last week, I've signed up for that. But some people can't get super chats. They want to give super chats, but they can't give them because of the country they're in. Then there's something called Buy Me a Coffee. And some people don't like giving super chats because of how much YouTube takes, because they take like about 30% of it plus processing fees, and so the creator gets 70% less the processing fees or something like that. Yeah, the processing fees comes out of the creator's side. So, but if you give buy me a coffee, then the processing fees on that are a lot less, and more money goes to whoever the creator is that you're supporting by buy me a coffee. So that means a typical one coffee is, I can't even remember. I have to look at the site again. You'll have a look when you're on there. It's like, it's under $5 anyway. So you can go, oh yeah, buy me coffee. It's like $3, $4, $5, whatever the price is. And there you go. So if you want to support, that's the 2 ways to support on the stream. There's super chats, which you can use, and they show up on the chat as a color and highlight, and that becomes something that I will actually focus on and actually address. So if you have a question associated with super chat, you go to the top of the pile. But in this sort of environment where we don't have too many people on, that we're able to manage most of the questions. But if it gets bigger and we need to manage the questions, then super chats will take priority. But that's okay. At the moment, we're getting through. We can address any questions that are coming through here. And Power Super Ninja. Let's see if I can get this right. Power Super Ninja Steel. Power Super Ninja Steel. That's a mouthful. It sounds like a Power Rangers fan there, Super Ninja Steel. Hey guys, you are the best. Well, welcome to the stream. You're the best for coming along and joining in. How's everybody going? How is everybody? Oh, just talking keeps you thirsty. Make sure you stay hydrated. Live stream tip number 1: stay hydrated. We're going to hit the news segment in just a second, but if you remember, anytime, drop a question in the chat. This is always 100% Q&A along with the other segments. And as we go along in coming weeks, if you have any ideas of what segments you'd like to also see on the Creator Breakfast Live show, then drop it in the chat or drop me something on Twitter, because Twitter is probably the best way to get a hold of me outside of YouTube, of course. Beautiful. And no, there's no obligation to give any sort of money. I'm just saying there's an option there for people. If you're young and you don't have money yourself, then you don't worry about it. It's not a problem. Does a problem. And XD Gold, yes, I saw this question earlier and I forgot to go back to it. I'm in Australia, down under. I'm in the state of sunny Queensland, although at the moment it is raining, which is good. We want the rain. Michael, welcome to the stream. It's good to have you back. Buy me a coffee. Does it take the viewer off platform if dropped in chat? It does. Let me drop it. I do have the link. I didn't drop it. Let me drop the buy me a coffee link. There we go. Okay. I just got an alert from Ecamm that my internet stream has been lowered. So if the quality comes in a little bit lower, I do apologize, because Ecamm is just so. And Streamlabs is working. Christina Smallhone donated $9.99 for his super chat. Thank you very much. And is now the stream boss. That was very simple. I think about the $10 mark does knock off the stream boss. So let us highlight that. StreamYards is doing that. Where is it here? The only thing about Ecamm, it doesn't do the color thing. As if you notice anybody who does like StreamYard has super chat colors, it color codes everything. But here on Ecamm, you only get the message, it doesn't color code it for you. So I've got to be alert. I've got to look at the YouTube chat to see the color pop up. So Christina, thank you, says pair character jumping up and down and saying number. Oh yes, because it's a super sticker, of course. Super sticker. It's going to be great if they can integrate super stickers and have the GIF animation actually appear on the stream. That'll be pretty cool. So YouTube, work on that. Streamlabs, whoever is working on those overlay things, make sure you get that to us, because that would be pretty cool, I reckon. So there we go. Okay, Beanie reports, not sure if the stream's lagging or my internet's dropping. I did get an alert from Ecamm telling me that they lowered the quality because of my internet. So I'm not sure what's going on there. So bear with us. All right. Oh, we're getting questions. And straight up slots. Welcome to the stream. I think I might have missed you just before when you came in. Can I add a banner art to my channel on an iPad? Do I have a video? I might have a video on this. Do I have a video on this? I should know. I think you can. Look, I'm on my iPad right now. Oh, can I do this? All right, we're gonna attempt some wild things here. Here we go. Oh, hang on. Wrong cable. Wrong cable. I nearly plugged the lightning port into a USB-C. All right. So the question was, can I add channel art on my iPad? All right. There's going to be a... Let's go to... Let's see. I do have a preset for my iPad. Is this going to work? Here we go. All right. There's my iPad. Here we go. I'm going to get my pen. Okay, what you can see here is my home screen. I'm going to click the cog. Can you see the cog in the right hand side there? Now, it should allow me to... Yes, the mobile apps, they took out the ability to add it. So the mobile app is out of the question. Now, if you're on an iPad, let me show you a little trick. If you're on an iPad that has iOS 13, which is the current one, you can actually open up Safari and you can see there's a video from Dean Inman that I was watching from. That's actually a members only live stream, so I better not. I'm just going to go to my channel here. Now, basically, what you see here is because now I'm in a browser, I can do everything that the desktop browser does, but I'm in Safari on my iPad. So all I need to do then is go to edit profile picture, cancel that. Oh, what did I do then? I just broke it. Let's try again. We're breaking things here as we go. This is live demonstration. This is how it works. Sometimes, hopefully, we don't go down too many rabbit holes. Why do I not know how to change the channel art on a YouTube channel? This is something I should know. Well, you can see there I can do the profile picture easy enough. This is because it's the desktop version. It should do everything that the desktop version does. Maybe I need to go customize my channel. So I'm going to click on that. Takes you to the old one, which means you should be able to now. Yeah, see, you've got the two pencils pop up. The one on the right-hand side in the top right there. I'm going to click on that. See, edit links, edit channel art. So if you're in the Safari browser, let's see if we can get there all the way. And there's the interface to actually drop your channel art right there. So the best way to do it on an iPad at least is to go to Safari if you're on iOS 13 and go to the YouTube website, do it on the website in website mode. So there, yeah, it's doable on an iPad if you've got iOS 13. Old Safari will open up the mobile app. So let's get back to a camera here real quick. There we go. There we go. Look, slight rabbit hole. I have the tech connected and ready to go. All right, let's get back to the chat really quick. So hopefully that helped a little bit. That's one way to do it on an iPad. Make sure your iPad's running iOS 13, and you should be good to go. Lily Tree said it had this. Yes, that's probably when my stream sort of took the bomb there. So hopefully we're coming through. I call it the circle of hope, indeed. Voice mod where? What does that mean? Shelby's Corner, what does that mean? Cryptic. We've got another question. How do you record on phone, and what app should you use? Now, I can speak to iPhones because I have an iPhone right here. My recommended thing for filming video on an iPad or an iPhone, or an Android indeed, because this app's on both, is Filmic Pro. Now, it costs a few dollars. It actually costs quite a few dollars, but it is worth it because you can dial in every setting like a DSLR. You can adjust the white balance. You can adjust the exposure. You can adjust the focus, lock it in. You can adjust the white balance, the whole bit, and record at very different formats up to 4K. And depending on what phone you got, whether you can go, how many frames per second at each resolution setting, you can lock it right in. And I've recorded any videos that I record on my phone, I use Filmic Pro. So that's probably the way to go in regards to recording app. You can use the stock camera app, but you're limited to the default settings or anything that you can just sort of customize a little bit in the camera settings itself, which is not as customizable as something like Filmic Pro. How do you change the background behind your channel? No, you can't. You can't change the background behind your channel. There is no background behind your channel. All you got is, let's have a look here. I'm just going to pull up YouTube for a second. Yeah, it's going to be black. It's going to be black or white because you've got dark mode and regular mode. That's what you're going to have. We're renaming Doug to Dusty. Yes, this is Dusty Porter here. Yarl. I can't do a Dusty impersonation. Hey, not a problem, straight up slots. I just happen to have my iPad here and I just plugged it in, so it was handy that I got it. Yeah, if you've got a Samsung, Filmic Pro is definitely available. That one I can guarantee because it's pretty much exactly the same as the version in the iPhone. So it'll allow you to use the cameras, whatever cameras you have on your Samsung, depending which model it is, it allows you to access all of those cameras and pick which one you want. What's the best song? That's like asking what somebody's favorite food is. So music comes down to personal preference. It's like what sounds good to you, and what you think fits with your content. There's not one best song, because literally I went on Epidemic Sound tonight to pick a song for the pre-stream because I needed a new song, and I could have been there searching for days, literally looking for a song. Luckily, I typed in some search parameters to narrow it down really quickly. But yeah, get on the YouTube Music Library, Epidemic Sound or something like that, and listen to some songs and find one that works for you. All right, now we've got to keep an eye on the time because it is 2:30 the hour. We need to be wrapped up by 5 minutes to. So we've got 25 minutes left. And the first thing I'll probably want to do is jump over and let's get into the news segment. And again, mental note for next time. Let's get some segment intro music going here. Something a little bit more interesting. Maybe something like this. From the Wake Up Show with a little bit of a hangover. And to the news. And hopefully, let me just double check everybody's seeing the news. Yes, everybody's seeing it. We're going to get some news. Tube Filter's a good place for news. I'm going to mention a few quick ones, and then we might jump in to some of the heavier ones that might be weighing on a few more people. But here's a quick one. YouTube app is testing a tool that automatically promotes video collaborators. And it says here that YouTube is reportedly testing a feature on its Android app. So if you've got YouTube on Android, you can keep an eye out for this. That will automatically enable creators to shout out collaborators directly beneath their videos, rather than relegating such links to the already teeming description boxes. So keep an eye out for that one. That sounds like an interesting one. I think that sounds quite nifty. If you do a collaboration, that you can actually tag the collaborators below the video, so it's really clear that, hey, such and such is collaborating on my video. I like that idea. As a creator, that's pretty cool. And then if you're the one collaborating with that creator, then you're going to get a shout out, basically. That's pretty cool. And I'd say that they're going to have it, this is just my guess, they're going to have it so that it's linked. That name is clickable, so it'll take that person to your channel. I think that's something that's probably going to be a win-win for YouTube and for the creators. So that is story number one. That's a quick one. Okay, here we go. Another YouTube-related one. Amid ongoing Explore tab tests, YouTube makes Creator on the Rise shelves more prominent. In addition to its currently in testing, featured in this video tool, which automatically promotes video collaborators, the one we just talked about, YouTube is also testing out a revamped design of its in-development Explore tab on iOS and Android. The Explore tab, which replaces the trending tab at the bottom of the home screen for users involved in the test, aims to help users more easily discover new videos and channels across topics like fashion, music, gaming, said the company on its support forum. So that's an interesting one. So I think an Explore tab is probably way more interesting and probably more useful than a trending tab, because people always complain about trending, saying, "Oh, YouTube's just picking favorites," or different things like that. People think that somebody's picking something to be on trending, whereas it's usually something that the AI is actually selecting. The algorithm for picking trending is usually picking based on various factors that YouTube's programmed it to look for. So I think an Explore tab, which will give you a larger range of videos to look at, could be pretty cool. And I just realized that when I'm in this mode, I cannot see the chat. Okay, making sure I haven't scrolled too far before we go on to the next story. What's the best? Okay, yeah, we answered that one, so we're not too far down. Can you pick music for premieres too? Well, Premiere is just a pre-recorded video that you're showing at a specific time, so you can pick the music that's in your video, but obviously the intro stuff on the Premiere is all done by YouTube. You can't change that. I don't know what Shelby's Corner's going on about. There's some weird stuff there. XD Girl says, I want to go live. Yeah, live is fun. Yeah, Lily Trey, I think they've hidden it away somewhere, the old creator on the rise. But let's jump on over to some of the more pressing topics that are probably more interesting to a lot more creators. First one is YouTube disables more product features on kids-oriented content after FTC settlement. YouTube has announced that in addition to disabling targeted advertising on videos apparently intended for children, it will disable comments, live chat, subscriber notifications, stories, and the save to playlist function on all channels. We're going to look at the full list in just a second. These feature removals are part of the sweeping changes YouTube is enacting in compliance with its recent settlement with the Federal Trade Commission, FTC, which fined it $170 million for collecting private data about underage users through its ad-targeted technology, a violation of the Children's Online Privacy Protection Act, which we shall henceforth call COPA or COPPA. I reckon pronounce it any way you like, but I think they say it's COPA. Or is it COPPA? I think it's COPPA. Yeah, it would be COPPA because double P, if you use the English pronunciation, it would be COPPA. All right, so there's interesting things here, but we're going to skip that and go straight to the next one here because this is where YouTube's actually, in their official blog, talked about this particular thing. And I think the thing we want to focus on is, this is their announcement one. One I want is the next one. This is the help article with the updated video, which most people hopefully saw, the updated one on the YouTube Creator channel. Okay, so this is what they're removing in a detailed list from YouTube at a video level. They're taking away the following things. Let me just go to the chat before we continue. Here we go. Nick Cage, where? There's no Nick Cage here, I think. This is a Nicolas Cage free stream. All right. These are things that you no longer get if you have a video that is marked made for kids. You no longer have autoplay on home, which means your video won't autoplay. You don't get cards or end screens. You don't get the channel branding watermark. I'm surprised by that one. You don't get channel memberships. That sort of makes sense. Comments, of course, which we've talked about before. The donate button, which is interesting because there isn't technically a donate button on YouTube anymore. But that's another story, not one we're covering today, but one from a number of weeks ago. Likes and dislikes on YouTube Music, which I'm not sure why. Oh, yeah, because it's part of YouTube, I guess. Live chat or live chat donations. So no live chat donations. You can't have merchandise or ticketing. You don't get the notification bell. Gee, it's paring down. I wouldn't want to be a kids content creator at the moment. Personalized advertising, which we knew about, of course. A playback in the mini player. Mini player is, it's like when you pop it out of Chrome, isn't it? I'm not even sure what the mini player is. Super chat, super stickers. So, yeah, which I thought was covered by live chat donations, but that's just doubling up on that. And you don't have the save to playlist or save to watch later feature, so you can't save videos to watch later. And at a channel level, you don't get channel memberships, notification bell, posts, or stories. Funnily enough, they had channel memberships and notification bell in that top section at a video level, so I'm not sure why they were up there. Let me just look at that. Now, posts, of course, that's talking about community posts, so that only affects people who have over 1,000 subscribers, and stories is only for people over 10,000 subscribers, so if you don't have those, then it's no great loss anyway. Okay, what is made for kids content? Just to recap, does anybody here not know what COPA is, or COPPA? and know what they had to do to their channels. Who hasn't marked their content made for kids or not made for kids? If that's you, put a little hand in the air emoji in the chat. Let me have a look. Let me see that. I'm looking to see if anybody is clueless as to about what copper is. You don't know about marking your videos made for kids or not. Let me know if that's you really quick. Just getting my chat back up on my iPad here now. Copper is. You don't know about marking your videos made for kids or not. Let me know if that's you really quick. No Nicolas Cage, Shelby's Corner. No Nicolas Cage today. Just getting my chat back up on my iPad. I don't even know what Nicolas Cage is. Is there any Nicolas Cages in the chat? Now, Beanie says something very interesting here. There's barely any point in running a kids channel in 2020. Yeah, you want to be running it. The interesting thing is, some people had some videos marked made for kids. Somebody went to look at their video, and they're basically being encouraged to go and watch the video in the YouTube Kids app. At that point, I think that's probably on a mobile device. So that's interesting. So I wonder if they're automatically putting all that content now that the mark made for kids in the YouTube Kids app, or how that works. We don't really know. YouTube haven't really shared with us what that's all about. So that's interesting. So if you have any thoughts on that, I don't know the answer to that. No, I don't think anybody who's a YouTube expert really knows what's going on with that, because YouTube have not shared that information. So it's interesting that everything is like that. So that's interesting. So if you have any thoughts on that, Caleb Templeman Vlogs and Tech says, "Hey, there's an echo. Is anybody else hearing an echo? Nobody's mentioned an echo so far, or maybe it's just the room I'm in. It's a little bit echoey because I've got tiles on the floor. I must have a video playing in the background." Caleb Templeman Vlogs and Tech says, "Hey, there's an echo. Is anybody else hearing an echo? Nobody's mentioned that's interesting so far, or maybe my iPad. I had my iPad plugged in, and when I jumped to my YouTube channel to look at my live stream, something was coming through from my iPad. Thanks for picking up on that. I just looked up and saw the meters on my software. It's the iPad. Thank you very much for that. Thank you very much. All right, we're going to jump in. Yes. That echo should be gone. Should be gone. Monitoring the chat for confirmation, but I did see where the meter was on the thing. That was my iPad. Once I jumped back to monitor my stream on the iPad. Before that point, it probably wasn't playing anything, but it's getting me feeding back with the delay, the live stream delay. All right, where are we in the chat? Basically saying, if you make kids content, say goodbye to earning money and no more talking with your subs or getting feedback on videos. Yeah, it's going to be a pretty one-way conversation for kids creators, for sure. There are other ways to monetize, obviously, outside of YouTube, but it's just like they could be just watching TV, watching a kid show, and seeing the same kids ads. So a built-in ad on your video, something you're promoting your own product, whatever, you could still do that. But yeah, there's none of that community. So kids creators are losing that sense of community, which is a big loss, I think. Let's see. Yes, the echo 20 seconds. Cutting the caboose. Welcome. I'm just going to catch up on the chat here because that was the one I saw before. My Anchor station link is broken. Anchor must have changed their linking out. I'm getting caught out. All my old live stream links I just copied in. I need to go check my links. There's a good lesson for all creators. Check your links from time to time, because I'm guilty of not doing that, as you can tell. Thanks for the heads up. Love it. Super Dave USA in with the Houstonati. It's been a while since I've had a Houstonati. I love it. I'm going to move that over so we can feature Super Dave so he's not been hidden by me. And yes, the auto disappear on these comments is a new thing since I last streamed on Ecamm. So thanks, Ecamm. I've got to figure out how to adjust that. Either make them go longer or turn the fade off. See, that's not very long. I don't mind it fading off. I would like it to start for a few minutes longer, or a few seconds longer, I should say. All right, where are we? Everyone's saying hi. There's Beanie saying hi. Everybody, welcome. Welcome. As you know, in 10 minutes, we're wrapping things up in about that time, so we can head on over to Niman Live. So let's get back. We were talking about kids' content. Nobody put their hand up about that. So let's move on to the next news story here real quick, or back to the top. Okay. New tool enables YouTubers to snip sections of videos that have been copyright claimed. So they've added this to the copyright tool in your studio dashboard. If you're monetized, if you're in the YouTube Partner Program, you should now have access to the copyright tool. And what they've added is this feature called Assisted Trim, which is this section here. Perhaps the most interesting new tool, dubbed Assisted Trim, enables creators to snip out precisely the portion of the video that has been claimed, thereby automatically releasing the claim per a notice on YouTube's support forums. We're going to look at that in a sec. The feature is only available for videos that are less than 6 hours long. So all you long live streamers, Viper, I'm talking to you. It might not apply to you, your live streams, and can be used to address multiple claims within a single video. So let's jump on over and see what YouTube have to say about this directly. They put this in their YouTube help. This is a good place to come for information from YouTube. Sometimes they post things here from Sarah, a Google employee, also an employee of YouTube, no doubt. New YouTube Studio tools to help you deal with copyright claims. It's a copyright strike info, which we've already had for a little while if you're a monetized channel in the YouTube Partner Program. The new tool they're adding is this one, the Assisted Trim. It says, we've added an explicit trim option directly on the video copyright details page. You can trim out copyrighted content claimed by the content ID in your video, which automatically releases the claim. The endpoints of the edit are preset to where the claimed content appears in the video. We're working on allowing adjustable endpoints so you can cut out the portion of your video that provides the best viewer experience. In the meantime, you can still do this via the YouTube editor, because you could already do some basic editing of video, trimming bits out of your videos in the YouTube editor tool, which is in your Creator Studio. You go in the videos, you go into the video that you want to do it to, and you can click on the little clapper icon, which takes you into the video editor. So you can do it there as well. But this will do it. It will actually pre-select that section and allow you to trim it. Thus, your copyright content ID claim is automatically nullified, which means you're not sending money away to Warner Chappell or anybody else that's claiming your content. Hands up in the chat if anybody's ever had content claimed by somebody. So not a strike, but a content claim. So it's like some people says, oh, this bit of your video is mine, so I'm going to get some of your revenue. Anybody had that happen to any of their videos? Put a hashtag yes in the chat. I want to see if anybody's had that experience. And don't forget to hit the like button there in the garden and the blessings. Thank you very much. Reminding people to click that like button. I say clack that like button. Click that like button. Probably not. Well, that's good. That's good. If nobody's had any content ID claims, that's awesome. I haven't myself personally. I'm pretty careful with what I put in my videos, especially when it comes to music. Because music's an area. If you reuse somebody else's video and they don't want you reusing their video, they're going to claim the video. And lastly, they say, we have more updates coming in 2020 that will improve your copyright experience. So they're always improving that copyright tool to make it better for you as a creator to overcome the hurdles of getting your content claimed. So you're losing revenue there for also going in and claiming content where people have actually uploaded your content and reuse your content and you want to claim them, that's also available to people in the studio if you're in the YouTube partner program. So there's some really good tools that are coming on board for YouTube, which is always exciting. So now, let's jump back out of the news tab. That's all the YouTube news and updates we've got for today to cover. So I'm happy to take any questions on those or any other content creation related questions you have for the last 5 minutes of the stream. 5 minutes to go. It's a rapid fire answer question time. Last 5 minutes. Let's go. I need a new. Sweeney says, so we are now given an option to butcher our creations. Copywriter's happy. Yeah. Well, you know, the other choice is you could take the whole video down. So if you want to, so no, you're not if I can't have the revenue from my video, then nobody can have the revenue from my video. You could do that. That's up to you. It's an option, and I think this is going to get more nuanced. YouTube are going to add more features where you can tweak your videos a lot better, because you've got to remember there's also the option where you can overwrite that section. Say it's music, you can overwrite that section of music. Now, if you also got voiceover at the same time, you lose your voiceover, so it does become a bit jarring. But if it's just music that's playing, you can certainly swap out the music track using some YouTube tools as well. Michael, hashtag yes, he got a copyright ID claim, content ID claim. See, my Jurassic World trailer study was claimed. I had some music playing while drawing in one of my first videos that got claimed. Yeah, as the music is a common one, using some music here and there. I got content ID claimed, but I don't get any money from YouTube anyway, so joke's on them. Well, that's true. That's true, but what happens is sometimes YouTube will allow them to put an ad on the front of your video so that they can get a bit of money from it. That's something they sometimes do. McDonald's French fries. Welcome to the stream. McDonald's French fries. McDonald's French fries, if you who I think you are, you have many, many food-related name channels. If you are who I think you are. Code the Caboose. Have you ever thought of doing sponsored content? Absolutely. Would you be interested in doing some for Tube Spanner? Oh, I'm happy to discuss that. Happy to discuss. I know a little bit about Tube Spanner. I haven't checked it out properly yet. I know Nick's been talking about it, so that is something that I was planning on checking out when I had a bit of time. So, yeah, I'm open to that. Absolutely. Where are we? Sweeney, you much prefer taking it down and re-record the entire thing. Yeah. Yeah, the downside, of course, is you lose, you take it down, delete it, lose the views, lose watch time. Whether that's an issue for you, that's up to you. Whether that's something that's a deal breaker, but obviously probably not in this case. So, yes, that is one option. The probably one I probably wouldn't go with, but yeah, it is an option. What do you mean food-related channels? This is my own channel. Okay, no, it's all right. It's all right. I just had some comments in my comments lately, which have all been channels with the same person talked to me, but from different channels that are all food related, like cheese and things. So the icon looks similar. There's a similar looking profile picture. Thought I would probably be wrong, but I thought I'd put it out there. Gerhard, are you streaming through Streamlabs? No, I'm not. I am on a Mac, so I can't use Streamlabs anyway. Streamlabs is OBS is only available on Windows right now. I am using Ecamm Live, which is a Mac tool, and it is a tool that I wholeheartedly promote as I do. Actually, that's one thing I haven't done. I haven't used my other scene tonight. Which is this one. Is it this one? That one. The one with the smaller logo in the corner, and it's got my little socials popping out there. There we go. But yeah, where was that? See, these comments disappearing. These comments disappearing. I need to adjust this. After the stream, I'm checking it out. Ecamm threw that on me. So yeah, Ecamm Live, it's a live streaming tool specifically for Macs. So if you have a Mac, this is the tool to use, in my opinion, if you want to do this sort of thing. The other tool I recommend if you just want to get up quick and dirty and have people on your stream, interview style, Google Hangout style, is StreamYard. StreamYard is my other recommendation if you want to get going on live streaming. So 2,000 signups in the first week. That's pretty cool. That's a good start. Nice. Okay, have you heard of an AB thumbnail option, and what is that? Is that 2 options of thumbnails? Yeah, that's a feature that TubeBuddy has on their Legend package, which means you can upload your original thumbnail that you upload with your video, and then TubeBuddy allows you to upload another thumbnail. And what it does is it swaps them out, so people are looking at your video. At one time they might see one thumbnail, one time they might see another thumbnail, so they run that over a period of time, and they gather the statistics to show which one got more clicks, which one got more watch time, and a lot of other metrics as well. So it's a good feature to test thumbnails on your video. But you do have to have the Legend package, which is the most expensive package on TubeBuddy. Now, YouTube are talking about having their own A/B testing tool. We don't know what it's going to look like, and we don't know when it's coming. So I'll guess it's going to be sometime this year, 2020, but we don't know yet. So that's a great question, A/B testing. That's pretty much a rundown of how it works. I haven't used it myself. I don't have the Legend package, but I have seen the basics of it. If you want to know more, there's probably a video on it over on the TubeBuddy channel. They probably covered that in a video because they cover most of their features in videos over there. I'm Unique is in the house and it says they're from India. Welcome. That is not... It clicked on... It brought up the completely wrong there. A/B testing thumbnails, you can do that in Creator Studio. Not yet, I don't think. If they snuck that in there and didn't announce it, then I'm shocked if that's the case, because I'm not aware of it. There we go. Beanie says, TubeBuddy A/B testing. Oh, look at the time. Nina Live is coming up in 4 minutes, so we're going to wrap things up. I'm going to get through these remaining chats here. There's some questions there. Oh, yeah, cheese and onion, yeah. Yes, sorry. The icons look very familiar. It was just like pictures of food. Because it was McDonald's fries, I thought, yeah, I like McDonald's fries. McDonald's fries are nice. When they're hot and fresh, they're pretty good. Talk about A/B testing there. If it's just on 8% battery, we better wrap things up. You better get that on charge because Nim and Live's coming up. That's all I can say. From what I hear, it's another 2 to 3 years away, Beanie? Really? Who you been talking to? My thoughts on Insta360. I haven't had a good look at the Insta360. I know it got announced on... I think they announced it during CES this week. So I haven't really checked it out or watched any videos on it yet. So I have no opinion on the Insta360. But from what I heard, it's pretty cool. If I had to, TubeBuddy. Okay, gotcha. Adam's Exploits is here just as we're wrapping up. Sorry I missed you live. No problem. It's early, 8 a.m. Eastern, I tell you. And if you're in like Central or West Coast, that's got to be a killer. I know. we got to sneak it in before Nim and Live. And speaking of Nim and Live, coming up in 2 minutes if they start on time. So I'm about to wrap things up. The Star has a question. If you get it in the chat in the next 20 seconds, then we might get to it in time. Well, Daryl's a reliable source. I agree, Beanie. Okay, if it's 2 or 3 years away, then TubeBuddy, if you want an A/B test, is the way to go. Midnight Man, it's 4x4, is in the house and says McDonald's fries are best with fresh salt. Yeah, fresh with salt, yes. Remember I commented on your video saying I tried signing in and it was a scam web ad. I think I do remember that. Work in progress, yeah. I do remember that, the stars. Well, we got to wrap things up because our time is up. I don't have a counter clock like I did on the Wake Up Show, but I can see it's 1 minute to the hour and Nim and Live. We're going to get that Nick Nim and his live thing popping up on our YouTube feeds any second. So I'd like to thank you for joining the first Creator Breakfast Live. Thank you for the questions. Thank you for joining me. So next week, right before Nemen Live at 8 a.m. Eastern. We're going to be here back again talking about content creation stuff. You can ask your questions. We'll have some news, and we'll be promoting more live streams. So if you've got a live stream to promote that's content creation related, then make sure you send me a tweet in this coming week so I can add it in next week's show. Well, this is Doug from Doug Hewson YouTube, and I'll see you on Nemen Live. Catch you later.